Right. I think we will begin with just you four and you four alone, the core four. Or is it just the three of you? It's just the three of you. I can't even count. I'm counting myself.
Lone Wolf never mentioned he wasn't going to be here, and he's showing online, so
Yeah,
we'll see.
we'll see. We shall see. Interesting. Something appears to have happened. That's better. Now my head isn't off the top.
Some might be missing this week because I don't know over there. It's Father's Day here.
Oh, that's unusual because Mother's Day and doesn't usually match in America and the UK, but it would appear Father's Day does.
Well, in America, we have this habit of setting holidays like Mother's Day is the second Monday in May. Father's Day is the the second Sunday in May. Father's Day is the third Sunday in June. Memorial Day is the last Monday in September. Labor Day is the first Monday or Memorial Day is the last Monday in May. Labor Day is the first Monday in September. Thanksgiving is the fourth Thursday in November. It's like, why don't you guys just pick a freaking date?
Then they always get a day off from work on that day instead of it falling on a Saturday or a Sunday, and then they have to have bank holidays and all that other stuff.
Like we end up with, yeah.
I think the American way might be a better idea.
Until you try to remember which, when is it this year?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you just let your phone calendar work all that out.
Yeah, well, this was true before we had phone calendars.
Yeah, but we have got them now, so technology's caught up with the idea now. You have it on you have a little diary entry, right? Fourth Monday is this, so you go to your calendar on the fridge and circle that one.
Third Sunday in the month of
September.
June.
Yeah. It's Beulah that was missing today.
No, I'm right here. I just was a hair late.
No, it's Donahue. It's Donahue who isn't here today, not Beulah. I got it the wrong way round.
McGrancy, whoever that is that Donahue, is it?
That's Donahue. Father's Day in the UK is always the third Sunday in June, so therefore Father's Day does always match with America. Interesting.
Yes, it does. But for me, those holidays have become totally freaking irrelevant, so.
Yeah, they have been. I said to my kids, don't worry about it. Father's Day, what a waste of fucking money. Yeah.
My dad passed away back in like 1974, so.
What is interesting is apparently Father's Day, it looks like it's something we adopted from America, which is why it's probably on the same date. Whereas Mothering Sunday, as they called it in English, has a completely different history in the UK and America.
In America, those are what we call Hallmark holidays. They were created just so people would buy Hallmark cards.
Yep.
Yep. Freaking commercial bastards anyway. Excuse my French.
Pardon? Pardonnez-moi?
Well, I plan on having a nice day with my daughter today, but it doesn't have to be Father's Day for me to do that.
Well, here we go, yes. Must have been if I'd realised they actually corresponded. I should have polled and possibly had a week off, but it doesn't matter. If it's
Mother's Day, my only thing I ever ask for on Mother's Day is for my kids not to contact me. It's like I put up with you guys 364 days a year. Mother's Day should be the day I don't have to listen to anybody whining. Mom, and my kids are all adults, and I still get this, Mom. I was like, excuse my friends. This year, they went out and bought me a brand new microwave, knowing that I don't use microwaves, but their sons are here all the time whining, Nana doesn't have a microwave to heat up our sleazy, easy frozen crap.
Oh dear, I was supposed to take an advance the last time, wasn't I?
Wow, that's the useful thing with that advanced tab. It reminds you've got to take it advanced.
Yep, I will do
I
it.
up my chi. I'm up to chi mastery now. So more time at the dojo.
Okay.
You really start coming to training with me. It would be really beneficial.
1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Merlin hasn't connected. Scintillating stuff so far.
We got our first advanced Savage Pathfinders. I just took more PowerPoints as well, if you didn't check what everybody spent on.
No, that's absolutely fine. Makes perfect sense.
So you are running a Pathfinder for Savage Worlds, Steel?
Yeah, we're playtesting the rule set as we're writing the rule set and playtesting it at the same time, as it were.
Playing a gnome. That is so cool.
Gotcha. And you doing that during the week?
Tuesdays, yeah, standard Tuesday night. Well, if you want to see what
You got room in that one for more players?
I'm already up to 6. And given that Rise of the Ruined Lords is written for 4, probably not. But
All right.
Well, if the gnome is getting them all killed, maybe.
Well, indeed. Not trying to be mean or anything, but actually we were going to be we were going to be 7 originally, which was more than I would have wanted. But then no, we were 6.
Yeah, but the problem is well, in D&D the problem is if you've got too many players, everything becomes too easy.
Well, that's certainly the same with this. But the other problem is 6 players. Things do slow down. I've noticed that. But anyway, we should have a fast game today with just the 4 of you. So it would appear that Donahue and Pow Pow are going to just happily stay behind at the restaurant when the rest of you will head on out. So that's just Waif and Merlin and Beulah and Aki, which means I need to lose 2 bennies. No, I need to lose more than 2 bennies. That's interesting. Who's on the part? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Queeg, Donahue. Yeah, right. Yeah, 7. Okay.
If you have an attention sign up page, Doswald, somebody else has signed up for this game.
I noticed that. I did indeed.
Even your thing says it's not accepting players. Somehow it let him sign up. So.
I think somewhere along the line, the not accepting players accidentally turned off, so they snuck in. But I don't. I only noticed that today, in fact, and turned on not accepting players again because I've come 7. Obviously. We're doing fine as we are, I hope. Anyway, Beulah isn't on the map. Let's put Beulah on the Z map. So, same as always, another fine starting day in 64th Street Ramen, and or evening usually, isn't it? That's the start of the day for you guys. And I've lost my train of thought already, which is not a good way to start. Give me a sec. I have interesting window resizing issues. So yes, it's been a quiet. It's been a. Oh, there's now. I have just seen where there was Beulah on the map. He was just outside before. It's been a nice downtime since last fun games. You've all hopefully recuperated. Yes, it looks like you've all got your PowerPoints back. and you've got no wounds. I say that as I go over to Merlin and go up to there. And things have been a lot quieter, and a lot less exciting and problematic. And but this evening you have got you've been contacted to meet with Ms. Singh. She apparently has a job for you. And unusually, she's coming here.
Okay. I'm going to eat
the
your noodles.
The way we protect Mr. Nakazumi is probably the safest place in the Barrens at this point.
Well, this is it. So, at the appointed hour, a typical corporate wage slave, but power dressed, she walks in. She's looking very prim and proper. 2 corporate security guards get out of the car first, and then check the area, and then open the door, and she steps out. And she walks over to the ramen bar with one security guard staying by the car and the other one stopping halfway, about there, we'll say. Should have tokens for him, not that it should matter, but we can go with it anyway. So we'll put one. Oops, they are most certainly not hostile, that's for sure. And we'll put the other one by the parked vehicle, which I'm not going to worry too much about a token for. And last but no means least, we have Miss Singh, who basically indicates to the security guard he should stop there, and then she continues on her own into, she's not hostile either, into 64th Street Ramen. And she notices, let's get rid of Donahue and Pow Pow because they shouldn't be here. She notices the 4 of you sitting around the table, and because Nakazumi is sitting behind the bar, and she basically walks over, sits down on a table there, and uses the predefined code order that had been agreed on, and you are quite happy that she is who you were expecting.
We're sure that this is the right person. Waif will walk over and introduce herself, or go sit next to her.
Merlin will do a quick astral scan of all 3 of them.
Be my guest, sir. And I will make sure there's nothing nasty. So the bodyguards are most certainly heavily augmented, as you would expect for sort of, muscle types. So it's mostly muscle enhancement, subdermal armor. You even get the impression, you even perceive that there seems to be sort of cybernetic compartments in their arms. So you're not entirely sure what's going on there. Ms. Singh herself just appears to have sort of standard corporate visual acuity enhancements and other cybernetic implants to officiate speedy data transfers and everything else. She doesn't appear to have any biomechanical augmentations anywhere else upon her. And with that much, each of them's all got enough cybernetics in them to definitely preclude any magical ability, in your opinion. Why does Merlin only have 2? Oh, because you just spent one. I was thinking, why have you only got 2 beddies? And I noticed you'd already spent one. She once all the formalities are out the way, she nods at the 4 of you and basically puts down onto the tabletop her card, as it were, so you can all digitally scan it or anything else. It basically proclaims her Miss Singh as and it is an employee at Helix Tech, and it would appear she actually, her job, the card she puts down actually puts it down as corporate, sort of identifies her as a corporate fixer when you read between the lines of the job title. And
Mr. Wolf. Okay.
So she basically goes through the standard formalities and seems assured that you are who she was expecting to meet, and discusses some minor merits of earlier jobs you may or may not admit to have including, but it's only stuff that's known on the street level. It's none of the stuff that you would be concerned about or anything like that. And sorry?
The dead corporate grandson?
No one's. Well, everyone's. That's still big news. Everyone's still looking for him. No one knows he's dead yet. He's still officially listed as missing.
Action to us.
Indeed. Basically, she explains it's she has a job for you. It's a simple extraction mission, just basically straightforward data extraction, and just a sort of, should be a 1-night mission, preferably 2-night in fact, but just get in, get the data and get out, and try to minimize any casualties.
I always say that.
Well, it's sort of one of the unwritten rules of corporate running, isn't it? If you don't leave too many bloodbaths behind, otherwise someone might hit you with the same thing later on. Basically speaking, she wants you to head down to. She explains the secure facility. It's basically Uridine Petrochem have got some new interesting alternative fuel design, and Helix Tech would really like to be able to announce a breakthrough discovery in that market very soon.
Well, I'm in.
Well, hey, I'm not in till I know what it pays.
She mentions a number which is quite reasonable for a night's work, and given the pay level doesn't imply too much implied danger, because it's a sort of low level security facility. It's not a normal, it's not a high level facility like somebody you've had to breach before. It is predominantly a power plant is the facility, but it's got research labs built onto the side of it. Well, actually, it's not even got the research labs, because that's just where they're testing out this new fuel line on it, actually at the power plant, to see if it's more efficient. So, hence the lower security levels and ease of access. But it's still a very reasonable amount of money for a night's work. Definitely pay the bills for the next few weeks.
Well, that's the end. I get bored sitting around.
Okay, she provides you with the address details. Basically, it seems to be it seems to be a standard low level security facility with sort of restricted access points, and mostly sort of built underground. The most interesting thing you notice about it is the two large. Well, they look like, for our terms, they look like cooling towers, but apparently they're much more advanced than that. But they still have the same output, big, huge cooling towers. They're about the only things that extend above the facility, and although they, in theory, would make a very good and easy entry system, because you could literally just, if you could climb up them and you could jump down inside, they are self-contained power units, and apparently the extreme temperatures at the bottom would fry you before you could cut your way out of them into the facility, and therefore are not a recommended point of entry. However, that area is just a compound area, so you should be able to get in that way. There is an additional entry to the facility, but that's what the data scans provide you with. Basically, it seems to be there seems to be two ways in and two ways out. Nice and straightforward. Unfortunately, internal plans or anything like that are unavailable. Hence the slightly above average pay grade.
So we need to do a recon, don't we, or not?
Well, there is a bonus. There is a boat. Well, you can get down there, but there is a bonus to quick completion. What she implies, but there is a corporate timeline. But obviously,
okay, then we'll just go then.
She's not pushing that you go it that way. It's just obviously she's been.
Yeah, the quicker we get it done, the better. They want to get this product so they can start announcing it as their own.
Indeed, but at the same time, obviously, she does. You get the distinct impression she doesn't actually want you sort of failing, as it were. So if you'd rather, she's passing on the management line about speed is of the essence. But what you get the impression that what she wants to do is set up a sort of possibly ongoing business relationship with you. So therefore, she doesn't necessarily want a bunch of gung ho people who will screw things up.
Are we restricted to non-lethal force if force becomes necessary? Because I'm not real good at the non-lethal thing.
The only request was to attempt to keep casualties minimal. You'd be given a map to the location, but it's it only gives you sort of the external location.
Okay, so we should just go then, shall we?
But it will. You can give. It does provide a flyby. So let me. Where is the secure facility? There's the secure facility. If I put
secure facility, there's an oxymoron when it comes to us. There's no secure away from us.
That's not a bit disconcerting that everyone's got the wrong icon on the combat tracker. I'm sure that was my mistake. Well, Merlin doesn't.
That's hers.
Oh, I've just changed.
Because there's a wave, right?
I was about to drag Beulah down, so I went, but Beulah was called Waif on the system. So, if I borrow Beulah, and then he can do a flyby of the facility. To give you, so that's your recon.
He can fly.
So basically, what you've got is, according to the recon, you've got an access point there, an access there, and then the other access down here. And unfortunately, because of the way line of sight works, you can't see it. But the two huge cooling vents are rising above the structure there. But because line of sight is only 2D, I can't actually have them sticking above the line of sight. But that gives you.
And because I can't unsee it, is there any significance to that red pin on the south access point?
It's not a pin. It's a red light.
Okay.
It's part of the map that it's red. What you do see here, this bit that I've just put your token in right now, Beulah, is actually there's vapor coming off the top of the tower. So there's like a plume of vapor-like smoke coming off.
We could just go in through the air vents, can we?
Well, like I said, they're not air vents. Hey, if you want to airdrop down the tower, you can have a fun experience of finding out what it's like dropping into a fusion furochemical reactor.
It's not really a fun.
No. I think a door.
Very short-lived little experiment.
Well, it's I mean, they use incredible, impressive bits of technology in there to increase the gravities to an exponential scale. So even for you'd get shorter as you fell through it.
So is this thing over here by the arrow I just drew a door?
Yes,
Entry?
that is one entry. The other two entries appear to be down by the cooling towers, which I'm going to call cooling towers because that's what they look like. They're not cooling towers, but you know what I mean.
But entering through the cooling towers is not an option.
No. So there are three. Yes, to say there are 3 points of entry. That one, the one you've got marked there, and another 2 doors down.
Entering through the top of the cooling tower is not an option. Entering through the security doors is.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. So there are 3 doors in and out, and the cooling towers, which aren't really a survivable way in or out.
So what's the night shift like? Have we got details of who's on duty and all that stuff?
Basically, there should be a skeleton crew. There should be minimal numbers of security guards, no more than a dozen, and a limited crew of about 6 technicians. Max. Most of those will possibly be sort of they're basically usually there just because they're required to provide overnight cover in case of problems in emergency. So there's only probably two will be working, the other 4 will probably be sleeping, as it were. They work shifts. It's a fairly automated plant.
So I'm just going to sneak in, hopes nobody notices me.
Leave you sneak who?
So where
Like
are
a
we
doobie.
starting from?
No, I mean sneak into the game.
You could come in.
We knew you was here the whole time. You were just very quiet.
You
You
can
give yourself away then.
You can come onto the map any way you like, really, because, I mean, unfortunately I don't have... Well, I could extend it out if I need to, but yeah. It's sort of it's one of these sort of out in the middle of nowhere type things. There are underground power lines.
There's a main door and then there's side doors by the thing. Are they like exit doors? The ones by the cooling towers.
They're more basically they're sort of loading facility doors, whereas the other door's the main door, the personnel door. But both are viable ways in and out. Yes.
Did you share the map again? Thank you.
Ooh.
Suits you, sir.
No, well, yeah, exactly. Cooling tower doors or north door is your choice of entry. I shall put everybody on the map there.
What does the group think?
So do we want to go through the front door or the back door? I think the back door, the cooling tower, would probably be our better choice.
Can Pow Pow just walk through the wall and open the door from the inside?
They will have astral projection, most likely, being a corporate site.
Well, the thing is that I can't walk through the wall because I don't know what's on the other side. I would quite like to know what's on the other side of the wall before I... Normally I normally walk through walls to get us out of places rather than to get us in.
I don't think we have any internal maps at all.
No, unfortunately not. All you've got is the flyby, which gives you the basic structure of the place.
Well, Waif will come over here to see if these doors, how secure they are, or how they're secured, what kind of lock.
Okay. Obviously, that was the flyby. Well, I mean, what I'm going to say is the travelling there is uneventful, yes. When you get there, you notice a couple of things that weren't on the flyby. Namely, there appears to be some craters, but other than that, everything seems quiet and normal.
Or explosion craters.
Sorry, did you say craters?
Yeah, they happen to notice quite a large crater there, and a smaller one there.
I'm just going to quickly grab a drink back in 1 minute.
Well, we should probably go on in.
What kind of locking mechanisms do these doors have?
They appear to have key codes, but the door is showing unlocked. You should be able to just open it.
Well, then Waif's going to open the door very cautiously and take a peek inside.
By all means, open away. You should be able to open it yourself. Just click on it and it should open, hopefully. And if it's giving you jip, I will. Someone put a bloody arrow on it, which doesn't help things. There you go.
And so Waif will peek inside. She's not going all the way in. I don't see any.
It's very all you can see is all you can hear is the sort of hum of machinery, the cooling towers, and the interesting burnt patches on the floor with pools of blood in them.
I'd be toying around those. Waif's going to go in further to get a better look. She's pretty stealthy, so.
Okay. As you get to there, basically you notice there seems to be some sort of automated turret sitting up. It seems to basically be tracking. It appears to have looked on. So I shall deal some combat cards. Oop, bodyguard isn't there. Miss Singh isn't there. Bodyguard 2 isn't there. Beulah.
Alright, so Beulah will go. Alright. See what I see.
As you go by there, that's where. As you get to there, that's where. As you go past there, you see that you can see that it seems to be a turret, and it seems to be tracking onto Waif. And then obviously, when you get to there, you're just out. You're sort of out of the line of sight of everything again.
But I can see the turret from here, right? So
Yes.
That would be
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Exactly.
And the turret is. This spot here. Okay, so I'll take a shot at it.
Be my guest.
Quiet, I hope you got silencers. We don't want to bring all the guards running if we can help it.
I think we're looking at the remains of the guards already.
Okay. Then what I will do. Oh, that was a run. Cool. So I've got 3 plus, so I've got 9 left.
Yep. That I'm afraid will fail because that's you try to walk through the wall, but you'll have to go up to there and then you can move how you want after that. Fancy Grants is very pickety about letting you walk through walls, I'm afraid.
I couldn't see where your door was. That's all.
That's okay. I shall get you to there. So that's you've got 7 inches of movement left. There is a door there, by the way. You could open, Aki.
We in combat? That's why I didn't know he was in combat. I was grabbing a drink.
That's okay.
Bother moving yet?
Beulah's basically ducking out to the side into cover. Very sensible. Okay, no problem at all. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just going to duck inside and be in cover.
Okay, no problem at all. I shall pop you there. That brings us to Aki. Basically, Wave stepped inside and then basically shouted a warning about automated turret. I'll open that door as well, which is where they are. So there you go.
And is that turret pointing at Waif?
It's tracked onto Wave because Wave's the only target at the moment. But obviously, the second you open that door, you're now a viable target as well.
Can I shoot it
You can indeed.
with my silencer?
Be my guest.
Where are you, Aki? I'm just going to do one shot because my multi-shots never work.
I don't know how you keep finding those crap weapons.
Not the crap weapon, it's the crap user. Yeah, but I hit it.
Roll for damage. As you hit the
Channeling
turret.
is shooting as well.
Okay.
Oh, we've got to channel a Benny into that bullet now. Hang on.
Okay.
I'll take shaken, yeah.
Basically, you affect the targeting array, and it has to momentarily spend some time to reset. Merlin moves to there.
Merlin will step forward, apparently just a little bit further. Yeah, there we go. And shoot with his bow.
Okay, go with it. That's a hit, and I'm not moving anyone else on. You can move yourselves on because I'm forgetting again. Okay, your
Naughty man.
Your arrow bounces off the metal of the turret. It's a good hit, but it just bounces off it, I'm afraid.
And then he will step back behind cover.
Strikes me as a very good option, that does. Brings us to Waif.
Yeah, Waif's going for the silent kill. Oh, wait.
Silent but deadly.
I'll Benny that one time. Oh, wait, I need to move up before I...
A 4 would have hit if you moved up, yeah.
Yeah, well, I moved up, so...
Yeah, that's still not short range, so yeah, a 4 would have missed on that one. Oh, dear.
Well, I still got a little bit of move, so I'm going to duck this way.
Okay. It can just see you, but you will get partial cover. Pow pow.
What I was going to do was cast protection on everybody, but at the moment I can't drag and drop anything. Can't even move the character sheet.
Well, that's probably your fancy ground sulking, I'm afraid, if you can't move the character sheet. I can safely say that's not me.
Yeah.
Protection is a range of smarts. You have a smarts D6 inch range. Whoops. It's that one and that one. As it stands, everyone except Wave is in range of you. You'll have to spend double you'll have to spend power points to double range if you want to do Wave as well.
Spend an extra power point for double range to catch Wave.
Okay. Protection.
And it
Shadowfield. If it's not letting you do anything, allow me.
what we'll have to do is log off. We'll get after this turn. We'll log off. Log back on
Okay,
again.
you got a raise. So that was protection with a raise, and I've got so used to protection being on, so it's different again now. Okay, so protection, 2 points of armor plus 4 with a raise. Okay, so you are targeting Beulah, Aki, Merlin, Waif, and yourself, I assume.
Yeah.
And that should give everyone protection. Okie dokie, and you can spend your power points when you finish. That brings us to turret number 2, which remains shaken. I'm going to spend a penny to unshake the turret. So turret number 2 is I'm going to go to not effect. Yes, it is effects. I'm going to give light cover to Waif because she is partially protected. So the turret is going to target Waif, and the turret is going to target Aki because he is in its line of sight. Oh, and it's also Merlin actually. No, he's not. I'm sorry, that's me drawing the walls slightly diverged back. If we actually look at where the walling is, Aki is in protection, so that's fine.
Merlin's in protection. Aki is in protection. Yeah, you're right.
No.
Yeah. You can't see that there's a piece of wall sticking out that you didn't draw a line of sight on.
Okay, and actually I am actually going to turn around and say, actually looking at that, again, when you actually draw the line of sight to the walls as opposed to the line of sight walls, as it were, Wave's got heavy cover. Okay, so the turret is going to open fire with its auto gun. So it very loudly opens fire, rapid fire, spraying the air. So it's like black burst of gunfire at Aki, and then swivels and burst of gunfire at Waif, resulting in Aki being missed. And then the turret shooting itself twice.
I love that turret. That's because it was shaken from my tracking shot.
So I'm afraid you are hit once, Aki, by the turret when I reallocate the hits. Oh dear. Oh. But basically your subdermal armor protects you from the bullets.
Yeah, and my armour. Yeah, I'm very good. Tough old dwarf.
Right, Pow's back. Hopefully everything's draggable.
Yes, it is. It's because I hadn't logged off since the Vesson game. That's what it is.
Fair enough. Okay, the bad guys got jokers. I'm afraid they're off again. Let's see if I can sort the targeting out this time. We're targeting Waif and we're targeting Aki. Unfortunately, it's got the joker, so this might hurt. Aki, hit once. I think you got off light there. With the joker bonus, you got off very light. Beulah. Basically, as all you can see is like a hail of bullets streaking out, pounding the walls all around Aki and Waif.
I'm doing a little jig dance in between all the bullets.
Yeah.
And the turret is this dark spot in the middle, this crater?
Sorry.
You can't see the turret from where you currently are. But you have got it targeted, so you should have a... So as soon as you move to there, you bring yourself into the open, but you can see the turret. I think he hit it. Jeepers creepers. Everyone's damage rolls today, including mine, are pants. Do you wish to spend a penny on that? Don't forget to turn on the raised damage. Too late. That's okay. Oh, that's okay. I don't think you'll need it. Jeepers.
Holy fucking shit. Yeah, that's a good penny there.
Okay, so that's 38 points of damage. So that's...
Nice shooting, Bueller.
That was worth the penny.
That was worth a penny. That was definitely worth a penny. Okay, we've allowed crank and crunch of machinery, and a small puff of smoke and explosion. Oh, sorry, I actually forgot to turn craters on so you guys could see him. No wonder you got a bit confused there. I forget that I can see him and you can't necessarily, which is a bit annoying in some regards. Okay, yeah, you destroy it. And
I'll take the rest of my movement.
okie dokie. Aki. What I will say is you can all hear you can hear that somewhere else in this vast expanse the sound of another tracking system, so you know there's another one out there somewhere. I think he's muted himself.
No, I've just
Been very quiet.
I've just moved. I've done a move. Look.
Yeah, I know.
Mute myself. It's all right. I was just. I thought the dice roll would give away my
It did.
aliveness.
It did indeed. It's just you're usually
Go one more to Waif.
Okay.
So you can't get mad at me when I roll ones for the rest of the game today.
I'm going to get mad at myself if I roll ones though. And then I'll just. I suppose I'll just do nothing. Yeah, pass me.
Do nothing. You ran halfway across the floor there.
It was a good run, wasn't it?
It was a good run. Pow Pow's the only one who can see the craters outside. They're really nice craters as well. I was quite chuffed what I found though.
I can see one of the craters. Yes.
Yeah, the craters actually look pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to turn them. I turned them off so you wouldn't see when I flew round, and when I turned them back on, I turned them on so I could see them, but you couldn't.
Pow's going to go to there, and then what he's going to do is cast summon ally.
Okay.
But all I want is the permanent. I just want the servitor. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just an innocent little monkey. Summon an innocent little monkey, and the monkey is going to explore the building ahead of the party to go and find the turret.
Do you know, I do believe I do have a spiritual animals token set somewhere. I'm going to have to find it. So you can have a see-through cat.
Yeah, so on allies, I've got it's a spirit cat,
I know.
I've got a spirit. I've got a spirit cat token somewhere.
but it's no point putting it on the combat tracker because it literally does nothing.
No, but it's useful for line of sight purposes, so you do really want it on the combat tracker in that regard. I'm going to make it green.
So what's the range of that then? The
Smarts.
range is going to be smarts.
Which means you can
So,
summon
yeah.
it there.
There we go. That'll do.
And then whatever the cat can see, you can see.
Aye, the cat's going to run off. Fetch! Oh, it doesn't do his movement tree, does it?
Pardon?
It doesn't leave a trail when you move it.
Have I unlocked? I must have. I've unlocked tokens by mistake. I was trying to unlock grid snap and I unlocked tokens by mistake. Try now.
Hello.
Okay, at which point the turret comes off hold.
Found the turret.
And shoots the cat.
It does -4 damage to it.
Yeah.
So 2 wounds.
Okay, so the first one is -1 damage, and the second one is 5 damage. So I'm afraid the spirit fight.
It's, by the way, it's a small target as well.
It doesn't matter.
Like him summoning that gave away the location of the other turret to the rest of us.
Exactly.
Yeah. Poor little putty cat.
It's only a spiritual thing. It's not actually hurt. When its corporeal form is damaged, it's sent back to the happy hunting grounds, because I suddenly went into Deadlands mode there. But anyway, yeah, it's not actually dead. It's just...
but I must admit, he's upset with me enough as it is.
I thought I saw a putty cat. Oh, not so much.
Not so much, no.
Yeah, so anyway, you know where the turret is.
You know where the turret is. Merlin.
You can run out, shoot it and run back at the cover, it should be alright.
I am looking up my elementals.
Ooh.
Just real quick. No, I think we're going to go ahead and do... Yeah, we'll just...
That's another thing, it's knocked off hold. It's been on hold, so it's just been knocked off hold by shooting a cat, so now's the time to jump out and shoot it.
Okay, so Merlin is going to run.
Okay.
Not very fast.
You can illegally spend a penny on that if you want.
To spend your last penny on being faster. Or you can save it for when that thing shoots you.
And then I will go ahead and shoot it with my bow.
Okay.
Between range and running, I don't expect to hit. Yeah. Okay, I guess that'll be it then.
Well, end your turn and see what Waif wants to do.
Well, now that we have a location on it, Waif is gonna move her way around this way. And since, it puts me right here. And since silence is no longer relevant, since these things have been shooting pretty noisily at us, she's gonna switch off to something with some armor piercing.
Sounds good.
Oh no, I'll spend a penny.
The last second, the bullet curves back inwards after ricochet and hits the turret. Yep. Okay, no problem at all. You basically hit the targeting sensor, which, for all intents and purposes, disables the turret. Bang.
And I went ahead and advanced me, so that reshuffled everything.
That's okay.
Oh, and I see doors ahead.
Oh, there you go. You see doors ahead. Everything seems quiet, apart from the blood splats.
Those that had to go down before it went back on the hold again. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are these doors secured?
These doors do appear to be locked, yes.
Kind of access.
Thievery or electronics will get them open. I'll be nice.
I have knives.
Basically, thievery you can basically fiddle with the sensor to open them, or electronics you can go over to the door, the panel, and basically try and short them open. So it's your
Have we got a thief? Pow's got a thievings, and I've got electronics.
Yeah, I've got too.
I'll try and fiddle with it.
Yep, Pow is unable to cause the doors to open, revealing Oh, I forgot to put a blood splat there. Oh well. Revealing another set of doors.
I'll let the dishonest types go in there and try to get them open, and I'll follow.
These doors just should open. Pow Pow opens the doors, revealing a corridor ahead. Again, it looks like someone met an unfortunate end here.
Oh, I wouldn't step into that. That looks bad.
And more doors.
And more doors.
Is this a computer terminal here?
No. It's some interesting. They're going to be message board. They're going to be data message boards rather than anything else. At which point I'm going to, as the doors open, you hear a type noise as a targeting system goes online.
Oh,
Beulah.
surprise!
Merlin. Pow Pow are the 3 nearest targets. So it gets a free shot because it opened fire, the second doors come open, and after that we'll go into initiative.
Yeah, the turrets are on hold. As soon as they see you, that boom, they go.
Okay, so Merlin's hit and Beulah's hit with a raise, which is actually rather realistic speaking because Pow Pow's sort of hiding behind Beulah. Basically Beulah opens the doors and all that from. So okay, yeah. So what happens here is basically Beulah opens the doors and you just hear this sort of noise, and basically a turret opens up on full auto, hitting Beulah multiple times and basically causing much consternation to Beulah as he's potentially wounded, but he may well be able to soak it. Merlin, however, is basically not so much hit, but very nearly hit, and the shock as watching Beulah's being multiple bullets thudding into Beulah is enough to shake him. But Beulah, I'm afraid you've been potentially hit for 2 wounds. Do you wish to attempt to soak? Make that vigor roll. 5. That will soak one of the 2 wounds. He's trying again. You need an 8. That's all you need. An 8 to negate them both. Ah, there you go. Look at that. With almost cat-like reflexes that Pow Pow would be happy with, Beulah, as the doors open and you see the target lock onto you, you literally fling yourself to the side at the last second, and as Pow Pow does the same thing, and the hail of bullets just shatter down the corridor. They shatter those red lights at the far end of the corridor. And all hell breaks loose. What happens next? Oh dear, the turret gets to go first. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Maybe I should sound more sincere when I say things like that. Fortunately, it's only going to hit Merlin. I wasn't sure. And Merlin's basically ducking into those niches and is basically unaffected by the damage. Beulah. It does appear to be a side corridor, you think. You can see just up ahead of you. I don't think it will matter with that amount of damage. I'm going to spend a penny to see if I can... No, that turret's gone. Should have made the turrets resilient. Okay! Well, that was instantaneous and quick, wasn't it? Tokens are unlocked.
Fast, furious fun.
Exactly.
Alright, someone else can open the next door.
Would you please unshake Merlin?
I will certainly do so.
So I take it there's just sinks or something like in the corner? Was there any data ports?
Yeah, that does appear to be like a snack area with some sinks, yeah. There's no data ports.
I bet you that door to the right leads to the front door.
Yeah, that would be where like administration would be if we want to go and check that before we go any further in.
Security.
This door leads to another door.
Aye,
What do you
so the
What's going
What do you
on?
door to the north goes into the door.
What is this
It,
round
appe-
thing?
it
over here?
appears to be some sort of control system for the turret system. It apparently shows that it's showing basically targeting system error, and it would appear that friend or foe targeting has been overridden.
Somebody want to come over here and turn off these golems? This looks like the control pedestal for the golems.
Okay, the
We've all
door.
gotten used to
Sorry.
I
Merlin,
can
so
do that.
when he says golems, he means turrets.
Indeed. The door in
It's
front
a-
of you appears to be jury rigged from the other side to be locked.
One in front of Wave.
Yeah.
What would it take to open it?
Probably some form of extreme violence.
Or you could just go outside the building and walk back through the cooling tower to the outside. I reckon that's the same door.
I'm going to come
Oh,
and
you see,
listen at this door here.
Seems quiet.
Can you ever look at the targeting, the computer, the terminal for the turrets? You have a fiddle with it and see if you can switch it off.
Is that what this one here is it?
It's
Aye,
it's basically what you see there. It says what the screen display says: turret offline, targeting system error, unable to determine friend or foe.
Yeah, somebody's hacked it, and so they shot friendlies. So they shot the security guards.
Okay,
Somebody
so
said that.
what do I need to do? Hacking?
No, I mean it looks like. I mean it's just a data port here. It looks like it's the system's been overridden and remotely accessed.
Yeah, but somebody said the red marks are probably the guards or the staff. You were totally right. The guns have turned on them.
Does appear to be that may well be the case.
Look, can I unhack them and make them so they shoot only, not us?
Well, that console there is an override for the turret that's been destroyed here. They're isolated. There's like it's a safety feature that supposedly someone can use in the event of a turret sort of activating by mistake.
So I have to find the console for all the turrets before I can.
Yes, I mean you could hack into this one and override it, but it would only override the disabled turret. And by disabled, I'm talking about the one that basically Beulah just shot.
So it's not going to be any good. To this door, and can I do a notice check or do I not do anything?
Notice check by all means.
My ears to that door. I've got big ears as well.
Indeed, you hear absolutely nothing. I mean, it's a big sturdy door, but you still don't hear anything. And examining the door doesn't appear to show any booby traps or anything of that sort.
I'm going in then.
Okay, it reveals what appears to be a sort of more formal dining area. Again,
I mean, do we really want to go?
Evidence of there's as again there is evidence of unfortunates.
Do we want to go outside the building and go in the front door? Now that the turret's switched off.
I think they're switched off, are they? They're just shooting everything. And someone
So, yeah,
got here before us again. I'm going to listen to this other door as well.
Did you not have a fiddle with the targeting? Can you get it fixed? It?
He said it's for this one here only works for the broken one, so one that's already been blown up.
All seems nice and quiet again.
Going to open it and just have a peek. And another listen, another.
Oh, you're listening.
It's working really well today. You come watch when I shoot. I'll be missing everything and hitting myself.
Okay, you'd failed to hear anything beyond that door. Which is unfortunate, really, because if you got an 8, you would have heard the turret.
Yeah, but I did open the door only a little tiny bit to have a look through. Okay.
No, I'm afraid the doors are automatic. They just open. It was quite straightforward. I was giving a -4 on. I was giving -4s on your notice to hear through the doors, and every time if there'd been a turret behind the others, you'd have heard them. The one time,
Can I shoot the turret?
Well, it's on hold, so it gets to go first. You can attempt to interrupt it if you want, but
I will attempt to interrupt it. Yes.
Okay, make an athletics check. Are you happy with a 5?
No, I'm going to.
Oh, sorry, no. You got a 4, and it got a 5. I mean, so it beat you basically.
Look, reaction enhancer.
Reaction enhancer that time, however, does allow you to interrupt it, so you get to act first.
I'm going to shoot it.
Be my guest.
I'm going to shoot it. That's better. Right, that's a shoot. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Right. Now let's blow it up.
A hit with a raise. You shake it.
That'll do.
Okay. I unshake it and have it react.
I'm getting the sense the DM is trying to toughen up these turrets.
I do not know what you mean. I statted them up. I'm freely allowed to spend my bennies. Nah, it's okay. Okay. I was about to say Aki's going to get away with this. Yes, look at that.
Oh yeah, baby.
Using rubber bullets, damn it.
Evidently. Okay, unfortunately the turret gets to go first. Can you hear the sincerity in my unfortunately there?
You know, sincerity doesn't help. I know a GM, I've been playing with him for years, and he always like, oh, this isn't going to be good. That doesn't inspire any more confidence in your laughing at us.
Beulah.
Thank God for shadow shielding.
Indeed. I should have put resilient on the turrets, that's for certain, but that's okay. I didn't want this to be a nasty challenge, given the fact that you open a door and get shot in the face. I thought was nasty enough. To be honest.
I didn't really get shot in the face. I didn't get shot at all. They just bounced off my chest.
True.
Moved my face out of the way and went, oh, look at this, me hairy chest.
See, the thing is, when Beulah hits them, he does enough damage that I don't bother thinking about worry about spending bennies on him. So, smack.
He's done that again. Is it drawing a Beulah trying to move across the map for you?
No.
Keeps doing it for me.
Okay, well, that turret is dismantled as well.
I'm sorry, are you saying I did something incorrectly?
Hey, nothing to do with you,
No,
mate.
no,
It's
no,
just
no.
It's a bug in Fantasy Grounds.
On Linux.
It's on your computer. It's caused by your... The error comes up. It says, Kevin's machine is mean. That's what it said.
Got it.
We're out of combat now.
Again, yeah, as I say, these turrets are very fast being incapacitated, but I can live with that.
What have we got in this room here?
Merlin is going to throw his enhanced alchemist fire. Most of you call it a fragmentation grenade.
Why is Merlin all the way back there?
Because he's trying that one door that was only could be opened through extreme force. He's going to try to open that.
Yeah, you could throw that to there. That'd be
Merlin's
fun.
going to try some extreme force.
Yeah, go for it. Merlin wants to try extreme force. That's an accurate throw. Roll that damage. Yep, none of those exploded, but that's enough to force the door to open. You blow the door open. What you find inside is basically four people dressed like security guards yelp in shock and basically dive for cover.
We got live people.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, over the radio, I'll say I got live ones.
Minimal casualties. Kill the security guards. Okay, we'll go to him then. What is this computer? Is there a computer in this room near me? What is this thing that I'm seeing?
Okay, so to the south again is another one of those turret control systems. And to the north appears to be some sort of machinery, something to do with the power plant. You're not entirely sure what. There does appear to be basically what you do find in there. There appears to be a receptacle area which you assume would take some sort of chemical injector system, but it is noticeably empty.
We'll come back to this later, shall we? Let's go and help Merlin out.
Don't come any closer! We'll shoot! Don't come any closer!
Merlin
We will shoot, but
while he's waiting for everybody else to catch up, Merlin's actually going to be hollering out, if you guys will put down your weapons and lay down face first, we won't shoot you, but we are going to have to tie you up, though.
we're not here to kill anyone apart from turret attackers.
By the way, that room's got turret control in it, so how come they're not all dead? Is there a turret in that room?
Okay, each of the guards. You hear clatters as each of the guards throws their equipment away. Goes pro. Goes, righty, okay, we don't know. You don't have to murder us like you murdered everyone else.
No, we didn't murder anyone, so someone else did the murdering. We came here on a non-murdering mission.
Yeah, we just got here. It wasn't us.
They are all prone on the floor.
Okay. So I'll just go and tie them up one at a time. Does everyone else want to come and help? There's 4 of them here. There's only one of me. Tie this guy up. Ask him for information about whoever attacked earlier. What happened?
We don't know. Basically, all that happened was that the turret systems went online and killed a number of people. Some people got into areas where there weren't turrets, but all we heard then we just heard them scream. And as we look, we sealed ourselves in here, and basically it's been quiet for the last 20 minutes, and then obviously we heard the turrets opening up again, and then you burst in. After that very loud explosion that blew the doors off.
Ask them if in case you have to do any hacking later, make sure ask them if they've got any passwords or key cards on them.
Only to allow us to lock and close the system. The technicians operate the computers.
Okay, so after I've tied them up, what are these? Are these the same thing? Turret terminals, are they?
They do appear to be, yes.
Is it the same? The turrets that are connected to them are working or blown up, or?
It says turrets offline.
Can I make them online?
I think those maybe lead to the controlled cooling tower.
Whoops, I'm in the wrong place. Funny enough, your wish is my command. As you're thinking about how you make them online, you see a message saying, "Turrets coming online. Activate turrets," and you see 2 turrets slide down from the ceiling. That means someone in a control center must have activated those. But Beulah has a joker and can go first.
Sorry.
That's okay. I saw you. I managed to sneak a move in before I got to lock tokens. So I'm going to let you get away with the speediness of you getting down there before I lock tokens. I was expecting you to go the other way. Okay, you hit a turret. Oh, will you stop killing them before I get to use them to kill people? Oh, a wound. I might try soaking that one. It's a good hit, but unfortunately this turret seems to be made of sturdy stuff and the bullet doesn't appear to penetrate. Merlin.
Well, I don't get that move back into the corner.
Yeah, sure. I shall accept that.
Merlin's going to shoot this thing right here real close to him. The arrow bounces off, and Merlin decides its discretion, etc., etc.
Exactly. Sounds very sensible to me. Pow pow. Well, I only gave Aki what he wanted. He said he wanted the turrets online.
Yeah, I wanted to hack the thing and I'm just going back online for me, not for them. I'm just coming down to be green friendly.
That means someone is controlling them from the control room.
You've got to shut them down before they kill the guards on the floor as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually going to run.
It's okay.
Give them a horrible.
But Aki, make a common knowledge roll. Okay. Okay. It's funny how the tests go sometimes. Anyway, your common knowledge roll was a nice number 9. What you realise is someone must still be in the control centre activating things. For those, because those turrets didn't activate until you came in there. Theoretically, he could have done anything with them any time up to now. Bloody hell! Pow pow! Just shotgun.
Yeah, I was trying. Yeah, I was running away. I didn't think I was going to kill it, but apparently I did.
Pow pow! Just shoots the turret and it explodes in sparks all around you. It explodes everywhere.
Move there, and then I'm going to shoot that.
Okay, it's in the ceiling above the computers, so you can see. Yeah, yeah. You hit it. You wound it. Cool. I'm spending all my bennies today. It's a good hit, but it doesn't appear to terminate the turret.
I can Benny it after you've wasted the Benny on it, can't I?
No. No, you cannot.
Benny'd it first.
Okay. Opening fire.
Okay, so you can still move if you hold this 3 inches.
You've still got 3 inches of movement left.
I've done into cover.
It's in the ceiling, so I'm not going to worry too much.
Drop on my arse. On my bollock. On me, my stomach. On my bollocks. Dropped on my bollocks. Ouch.
No, it's killed.
That turret is lethal. Okay, so it kills a security guard.
Probably doesn't help the fact we tied them up.
And Aki's unharmed because he dives out of the way. The turret literally goes... and that just results in 2 dead security guards. Oh, wave.
I figures those guys can handle whatever. She's not running all the way back there. She's gonna step over and check this out.
Okay, you step over. The door should open when you click on it, revealing a corridor.
And I still have movement left. So
You do? You can also open that door if you want.
Sure. Because while the guys are over there trying to get themselves killed, I'm going to explore.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I move.
Yep, you move to there. There appears to be the bodies you're finding here are the bodies you found here appear to be 2 technicians. They appear to have been shot in the back, and appear to have been running this way, and when they were shot in the back.
I'm gonna call back to the guys going, it looks like somebody cleared the path for us.
Okay, security guard 2 and 4 scream and shout and holler, but they're bound, so they can't do anything. That brings us to Merlin.
These security guards move a little bit on their guts.
No, someone bound them.
I'll kill this turret before it kills the 2 guards, or someone's got to go and protect the guards.
Okay, Merlin will step around the corner.
Sorry, yeah.
Think. Yeah, I need to scooch in just a smidge.
Yep.
And now I will shoot.
Be my guest. Oh.
Very good.
Hit with a raise. I've only got 1 Benny left. I'm in trouble here. I'm in lots of trouble here. I don't think I could save this turret.
Good, we saved the guards. Well done, Merlin.
Sod it. Oh, bum. Really
Do it at 5.
I really wanted to kill those guards.
Well, I'm going to untie the guards now. Because we don't want them getting killed by any more turrets. Yeah.
Indeed.
Not here to kill you. Sorry about your mates. We first aid the 2 that got hit, or they kaput?
The other 2 at kaput. So, Pow, do you wish to maintain powers, or do you want to let them drop the protections?
No, I'm going to maintain them.
Does it give you the option to do that? I'm sure it gives you an option somewhere. I'll have to play that with that as a player.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there you go.
It's automatic. I think I just click tick. I think I just click the tick and it spends the power points. But it tells you it's going to cost you 4 power points. See?
Oh, very cool.
Does that the GM or the player?
As the GM, I ticked the cross to maintain it, and it then says how many power points the player has to spend to maintain it, which is quite nice. It doesn't deduct the power points, but at least it tells you how many power points.
Yeah. It's like when it's running out, it'll ask you if you want to do it, and then
That's
pretty cool.
I got a card you could use that I can't. You want to trade me one?
What, me?
Yeah.
Aye. I mean, I've got plenty.
Pardon? I didn't hear you.
Yes, if you want it. Do you want me to give you a card?
I'll trade a card with you. Look what I got. See if that helps.
Well, I'll give you this one, which is quite nice.
Cool.
That's some very interesting movement I've got showing on the combat track on the map there.
Yeah, that's what I've got as well. Going around through walls and up and down. Yeah, it's pretty.
It's a very nice colour scheme with the arrow, though, I must admit. Okay, I'm going to unlock tokens, and I'll sort of maintain the idea of how long I'll sort of manually keep track of powers. Points expenditure. If we go on the assumption. Okay, Wave, you get
So I'm going to get these 2 guards. I'm going to unbind them, give them their weapons back and say, we don't know what's going on here, but I'm not leaving you unharmed, unable to defend yourselves. You can come with us, or you can hide out.
I'll back to you guys that I've got another door I can't get through here.
The security guards basically make it quite clear they're staying put, but they thank you for disabling the turrets. Okay, so let's have a look at this.
We'll go and catch up with Waif.
1,
I'd open
Two.
in one column the experts and I'll set that.
3. Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to get your PowerPoints down to there. Okay. So, yep, this
Hack a bill or a TV door.
you could try hacking the door most assuredly. Electronically or... Yeah, no, sorry, it's electronics or thievery is what I meant to say, sorry. Yeah, you're
Can I
able
help
to...
you with that? You have to
Okay.
do it, I guess.
They
Okay.
didn't get any cars off the guards.
Okay, so as you basically what happens here is as you basically override the door and see it open, you see some sort of figure dive out of the chair and jump through a swirly thing, which promptly vanishes.
That's a nice spell.
That's a portal.
Okay, this is the control room for the whole thing, is it?
It is indeed.
Get in.
The
Right.
system's still online. Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to make the turret so they stop killing people.
All turrets offline. It says.
Well, I can't help you.
Can we get
to
some
run on
maps
the
from here to show us where we're supposed to be, what we're supposed to be looking for?
It says warning: petrochemical samples missing from container.
Is there a log that says where they went, or some kind of CCTV that shows what happened?
There is the CCTV. The recording logs seem to be erased. However, it does show that basically exactly just about the same time you entered the building, that somebody removed the petrochemical analysis from the receptacle, and then it then shows basically that the turrets were brought online in response to you entering the place. Make a hacking roll.
Who?
Sorry, Aki. Sorry. What you do find though is it's buried away in a little spot where you would where someone who would have to know what they were doing was looking for it. But you do find a newly digitally tagged file that's been added to the system. It appears to have been tagged on there 5 minutes ago, probably when you were in with these. Less than 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes ago, which is pretty much the same time you entered the system, the complex, really, because obviously it's been a really quick run through. And
Okay, so let's have a look at that file then.
basically, when you decrypt it, it just appears to be a text file, and all it says is "Best regards, Alonso."
Right.
Alonso.
Well,
Well,
not Alonso, Alonso.
Bonzi's Doctor Who, yeah.
yes, I do. Hang on, did I get my name wrong? I might have got my name wrong. Hang on, let me check.
You meant to say Doctor, didn't you?
No.
This regards the Doctor.
Bugger, I've lost the NPC.
That was his. He wanted to meet somebody called Alonso, so he could say it.
He did, and what's his face finally
Alonso,
played.
yeah.
What's his face played him, didn't he? Oh, bum. Maybe my own notes are wrong now. I thought Alonso was the guy that did his Pow Pow's hair. Maybe I was wrong.
No, that wasn't the hairdresser. That was
I've lost my own notes. I've got my own notes bundled up. Whoops. Well, it is now anyway.
Funny. Well, the funny thing is the hairdresser wasn't the hairdresser because he thought he was somebody else as well.
I know, but that was the code name of the hairdresser. Anyway, that's the point. It's meant to be tagging back to. It's meant to be tagging back to that interesting thing someone saw. Do you remember when they disappeared through a swirly thing?
Yes. The hairdresser said best regards again. Okay.
Yes.
So we're basically, this mission's fair knackered, isn't it? Petrochemical thing we were supposed to steal is gone. Someone is one step ahead of us. I'm going to erase all record of us from the system.
That's okay. Beulah, you notice something on the terminal next to you. If you want to make a hacking roll to analyse the logs and everything else. Indeed, you suddenly, as you start scanning through the systems there and reading stuff and everything else, you start beginning to conclude that the red lights that are on dotted around the place seem to be on a separate system. But what you do notice is that what is being suppressed is an emergency alarm, and also that the temperature in the cores is critical at the moment, and its estimated time limit to a system overload, which apparently the safeties have been disabled, and critical mass will be achieved imminently.
Well, I don't like that.
Well, I tell the group that and say, let's get out of here. It's about to blow.
The other thing you also are able to ascertain from the system is that all basically bulkhead doors are external bulkhead doors have sealed to prevent contamination escaping.
Am I able to do anything to cool the reactor?
I'm afraid not. It looks like someone basically deliberately rigged the system to override.
TPK, huh? Okay.
However, what you do see is, for some reason, that it would appear that although the door where the security guards are hiding, the other door there appears to be security locked. It would appear that some code that had been injected into the system shortly before the critical overload seems to mean that the doors to the south didn't close when they were supposed to.
I tell that to the group and say, let's beat.
Yep, definitely sounds like it's time to be gone.
Yeah, so clear us out of the system and then clear us out the door, I suppose, isn't it?
Indeed.
And there's no way to stop this.
Well, it's more fun if it isn't it? Makes it more like an interesting chase, doesn't it?
Well, I wouldn't worry about clearing us out of the system because it won't be a system. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah. Basically. What's your plan? Oh, hell. Hang on. Someone forgot to lock their bloody tokens. Get back in that bloody room where you all were before. I do believe you were all up at the top.
It hasn't moved, so.
I was outside in my helicopter. Yeah.
Beulah was lightning quick.
He was so quick in the fact that I didn't realise I hadn't locked my tokens. Yes. I can't see Merlin anywhere.
I like it. How everybody starts
Merlin's
playing.
next to Waif. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as you say rushed, people playing Pac-Man with the movement keys.
Where's Pow Pow? I can't see Pow Pow.
He's
Whoa.
in the room up.
Pow stuck in a wall.
Yeah.
Pow Pow should be there. Right, that's fine. By all means, plan your escape. I don't mind that. It's just you weren't supposed to be able to just escape.
Not good, is it? Can't get my top wood because somebody's got a movement marker on top of it.
There you go. I plan my escape. Beautiful pattern.
Right, now, there is a way to delete waypoints, isn't there? Yeah.
Would it not be faster going out the front door?
Front door is sealed.
Where we need pow pow magic.
I'm going to. Oops! I am going to allow you to. So question number one is, what are you doing about the security guards, because they're holed up in that room back here?
Oh, as Merlin gets there, he's going to scream, "It's going to blow! Get out!"
Okay, that's fine. Let's move everyone down. Let's move everyone down to here then. Aki, like, it wouldn't be normal if we didn't have Aki at the front, would it? So, is that everyone? One, two, three, four, five.
Big Bow's got a cunning plan.
Pow Pow's got a code plan. Okay, and the security guards are coming with you, like so. They basically are going to be. Yeah, there we go. Aki, you get to there. At which point, Aki, I'm afraid you notice something very strange. There seems to be a group of shady-looking individuals entering the place. One of them appears to be a woman in loosely fitting clothes with red hair. Another one appears to be a bulky-looking orc. The third one seems to be hiding towards the back in a cowl, holding a data pad. Another one appears to be an old white-haired individual carrying a big oaken staff. And the fourth one appears to be a dwarf. And the cowed one goes, according to the systems, the petrochemical has already been nabbed. I suspect these people have got them. Get them.
Oh, we haven't got them. It's been nabbed and the whole building's about to blow up.
But anyway. Gandalf's goes first. He's the plural Gandalf, you see. Okay, well, he is going to target Stray and Adari and Orchidus.
What's a flock of Gandalf?
And successfully cast Deflection on them. God, I have to admit, multi-targeting works, but Fantasy Grounds does like to freeze sometimes when you target multiple people just to apply powers to them. Okay, next goes next. He can't do much, so he's literally going to duck back outside like the heroic hacker he is. Beulah.
All right, so there are people inside that I don't see right now. Is that what it says?
You can hear, yes. Basically, you can hear You hear shouting, basically saying they must. The system's reporting an overload, and the petrochemical is missing. They must have already stolen it. Kill them. I just thought I'd have some fun for once. What happens when more than one Shadowrun group hits? What happens when more than one group of runners hits the place at the same time? We're about to find out.
The answer is pretty straightforward. One of the groups dies.
Well, exactly. I know, but I thought it'd be interesting. So from where you are, you can see the woman who appears to have basically doesn't seem to be, who's got bright red hair but is dressed in lightly loose-fitting clothes. Doesn't appear to have any type of cybernetic attachments at all. Oh, now you can see the dwarf as well. He's in cover behind the cooling tower, that orc, I'm afraid.
I'm not able to target anything.
Strange. Who are you after?
I was going to shoot at the dwarf.
That's the dwarf there. Yep. I think you are targeting him. It's me. I'm turning it off and you're turning it on at the same time now. So yep, there you go. Oh, my fancy ground's having a big sulk for a second there. Yeah. Oh, interesting. You would have hit the dwarf, but that deflection kicked in. That's going to hit.
That dice is weighted, man.
You watch now, though, for the damage. You target the dwarf. You shake the dwarf. Adari the dwarf is shaken. Aki.
While I'm shooting him, I'm going to say the building's about to blow up and we didn't rob it. And I'll shoot his mate.
It's one way to instill trust, isn't it? We didn't rob anything. Blam.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So I had to hit him.
Hit with a raise. You wound him. Oh, we can't have that, can we? Let's spend a penny on that. He soaks the wound. Merlin.
And then I'll move over here.
Be my guest. Merlin.
Merlin is going to spend 11 power points to cast Deflection, Mage Armor on everybody,
Okie dokie.
including the 2 guards.
That's jolly decent of you. That's successful.
And of course, it has the Shroud and Hurry on it as well.
Sometimes I wonder if we come to your mage armor deflection, it won't let us modify it. I need to come up with a way to see if you can override the modifiers to add custom modifiers. So because obviously Merlin's shield won't let me. There's no quick way to do Merlin's shield, if that makes sense. That's the only problem. But that's okay.
Yeah, Merlin's shield should also be at attack -3, not -2, because of the Shroud.
You are correct.
And then Merlin is going to go for cover.
Which is why in the Pathfinder rule set, I've actually put in all the extra effects, so you can do things with Shroud and everything else. Makes life much easier for the GM. Makes it a nightmare for me because of the amount of extra powers I had to program in. But anyway, I don't mind. And Merlin goes for cover. Sensible move. Okay. Strays up. She is going to run. Oh dear. Which will only get her to there. In which case she is going to throw a shuriken at the security guard.
Copycat.
And she misses because of the deflection. Adari, he basically stomps forwards and opens fire with his compact assault rifle, aiming at, who's he got line of sight on? Beulah. Which I realise I've been very stingy. Let's give everyone Benny, especially as I've just noticed I've just hit Beulah and he hasn't got anything to deal with it with. And I'm feeling nice right now.
So stingy with the pennies.
you've been doing good stuff, and I've been too busy trying to sort things out in the background to not worry about it. Right, okay, security guard number 1, security guard number 2. So let's see, one for Merlin in future, and one for Aki. This is where the problem comes. Trying to add them on. Security guard number 4. You can scroll up. And one for Aki for future because I'm feeling nice. And then give you open the stats up. Security guard number 4. Security guard number. Well, actually, you shouldn't be 4 for both, should it? Actually, you need security guard number 5, which I don't think makes any difference, Merlin. But anyway. And Aki needs security guard number 4. All they're going to do for now, you can take them next turn, is they're literally going to dive. I love the way it's got different numbers on them than they are on the map, but I can live with that. Pow pow.
Pow pow. Pow pow is going to run there. And I'm going to cast Summon Ally. To get our woodlands. Summon Ally. Woodland Spirit. But they've got the bloody work people. She's got the work people. Otherwise the card won't work. There you go, that'll do it. So yeah, he summons the woodland spirit.
Your spirit friend again.
No, is that an actual woodland? He's
oh, sorry, woodland spirit. I apologise. Yes. Okay, where are you summoning that?
I think the woodland spirit will get summoned to. There.
Okay.
And then the woodland spirit is going to cast Fear. What's the woodland spirit's mark?
Okay, the woodland spirit is now a walking tree.
So 6 inches, right? So let's see, 6 inches.
Groot.
I am
So,
Groot.
oh no, he hasn't got to the Groot stage yet. So he'll cast Fear with double range.
Okay.
On a large bus template. I can't reach everybody. Look at that. They're all spread out, you bugger. Or in fact, tell I will just cast Fear on
one of them.
Get 2 of them and get the one next to him, Adari and or Ketis or whatever.
If he senses it on himself, you can get on 2 of them, yeah, or you just target one of them.
Does Fear not have a range? A burst though. Area of effect. So it can have a large area of effect.
Oh, bugger. Do you know what? This is quite ironic. I fixed the bug in Sprawlrunners, and so it should be pushed out next week when it comes to spirit powers, and I forgot to actually enable it for myself.
Right, tell you what, I'll cast it in a large burst area there. And I'll catch those 2.
Okay, so an area of effect is 3 power points, which is, you halve it, so that will be focus with a -1 penalty.
Focus with a -1 penalty.
Okay, so that is fear cast with a raise. I can't believe, I'm so annoyed I forgot to fix it for myself. Okay, so that's basically wild cards, spirit check.
Spirit -2.
Spirit -2. So Adari, the
Or
dwarf.
run away, flee. That's what we're telling you to do. Run away.
They're wild cards. Therefore, if they fail, they roll on the fear table, same as you guys do. They do not automatically panic.
If I've got a raise, though, it's not +2 on the fear table. Really.
Yes, they will be +2 on the fear table. Yes.
We'll all have heart attacks and die, and then that's going to save us a lot of problems.
It will. Okay, so
Yeah,
the dwarf fails. The dwarf fails, but the orc makes it. I can never remember what it's called.
Panic.
No.
So who makes it? Sorry, who fails? Ari?
There. Oh, it's roll. Roll fear. Interesting. I wasn't expecting it to come up on you. Oh, it should have been on who was targeted, but anyway, that's okay. Fear table.
They all spread out there. I thought if we'd been foolish enough to cluster them all together, kind of cast fear them. They would have run away. We can run away.
Fear check. Power spirit +2. You get 6, which is distracted. So the Adari is distracted by the fear roll. Waif.
What is that edge that lets you not recoil?
Leif is going to work on getting out of here.
I don't know. Guts, brave.
The one that means you don't get recoil.
Oh, rock and roll. Rafe charges Stray, apparently. This could be a very long fight with both sides with deflection on. I can see Betty's lasting very short numbers of times. Oh, look at that. Wave basically using her unarmed martial artist abilities comes up and punches Stray very hard. Roll the damage.
Stray and a wave.
Stray is shaken by Wafe's punch.
You didn't expect that little bitty girl to run up the face.
She's not much bigger than you, it has to be said. Orkidas. Oh.
Giving myself rock and roll for the rest of this encounter.
Fair enough. Main abilities. Rock and roll. It doesn't actually work, believe it or not.
Just drag the edge on and take it off at the end of the combat.
Yeah, but maybe it does work for players. But what I found is if you rock and roll as an edge doesn't work for NPCs. You actually have to put it in the ignore hash recoil.
Interesting.
Yeah, but that's just my experience. So, okay, Orchidus walks up to the woodland spirit.
Yeah, should have gone for entanglement.
Right, I'm having real fun and games with fantasy grounds. It's really sulking on me. I'm getting all sorts of quirkiness. Right, and wields and hits the woodland spirit with a shock club. So the woodland spirit has to make with a raise. So the woodland spirit has to make a vigor save at -2 or be stunned. Okay, the woodland spirit is stunned by the shock club wielded by Orchidus. And finally, I'm just going to have someone do something that you won't need to worry about. I really wouldn't worry. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Look at mirrors.
Indeed. Come on, come on.
His head's nowhere near that big.
Sand, 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 sand. Come on, give me sand.
Pretty good special effects for 1903 or whenever they made that film.
That's what Waif is wondering, Beulah. That's why she's running and punching as she leaves.
Okay, and a range, smarts range in makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put that there. Okay. Desert Spirit advances into the room. And with a focus roll, we'll attack the Woodland Spirit, getting the raise. Basically hits the Woodland Spirit with a wave of heat, which basically causes the Woodland Spirit to burst into flame and expire. New round. Waif with the Joker.
Yay. I'm gonna roll a run because I'm gonna punch and then run.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna punch.
You hit Stray. Who I just spent a penny on to get a better card.
Exactly what I'm about to do.
No, I'm gonna spend a penny on the damage.
Okay. That's a wound. Okay, I'm going to spend a penny to soak the damage, which is successful.
No, I ran like 12 for a run.
Yep.
Can I still take that because I'm engaged with this one?
You could certainly still do the run, but Stray will basically get a free attack upon you as you run away.
Let him take his attack.
Her attack.
I'll run after he tries to attack me.
Okay. She punches you almost in a very similar style to your own, but different. Yeah, but obviously not as good as Mr.
More Stray than Waif. Yeah.
Unarmed damage.
Did you see?
But fortunately, it doesn't have any effect on you.
And so I can run now, right?
You can, yeah.
Did you
I'm
see
running
that?
around these because I'm getting the hell out of here. This place is gonna blow up.
Did I see what? Sorry, Beulah.
I rolled I spent a penny to get a different init card.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep, you should be. Oh no, it didn't. Oh. No, I didn't see that.
I thought you asked us to do it because you didn't like it when we were just.
Oh no! Always do it, mate. Do not worry. Ignore me. Certainly. Don't mind. I shall deal you an extra card, Mandy. I didn't notice you'd done that. I apologise. Which is why you've got to. I might not like it when you do it, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, mate.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's an automated system. It's the only way to be safe. I don't mind you guys. Let's rephrase that. It's not that I don't like you guys spending bennies to get better cards. That's perfectly in the rules and everything else. I just wish Fantasy Grounds had a way to rejig the order. Do you know what I mean? When it happens. That's the only thing.
Agreed.
It's nothing. It's not that I don't want you doing it. Oh, please do it. Please do it
If
automatically.
you just drag the Benny onto your Joker or your
no,
card
no,
on the combat tracker, it'll do it for you automatically. But
He-
yeah, I know what you're saying. It's
Yeah.
annoying for you to see who's gone next when all the orders get waffled up.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Okay, so Wave basically Straya punches you, and as you run past her, she looks very angry and basically sort of swears, in a way not too dissimilar to others. In the meantime, Orchidus basically is going to advance to there, and he's going to basically use he's going to shoot Pow Pow, who doesn't appear to be the NPC from the combat. Doesn't appear to be the right one. So let's try that again. I don't know how you managed to swap yourself out with a clone of yourself. That meant I couldn't target you, but it won't work. I shall get you anyway, Pow Pow. Orchid shoots you.
A for effort, though.
Yeah, indeed. However, your spiritual toughness protects you. Okay. He spent. Yeah, let's call it that. We'll spend another 3, and we'll do this. Okay, that's good. What should we have this time? We shall cast that. Oh yeah, it sounds fun. Let's have one of them. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just looking at the interesting stuff there, but there's nothing. That's not so great. Let's try something else. Oh, that's an interesting one. I like that. And 6 inches in would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put the lightning spirit there. The storm spirit there, I should say. Okay. The desert spirit is going to basically turn around and go after Waif. Attempts to hit you with a heat wave. What effects have you got on? You've got Merlin's shield, so the heat wave misses you.
Oh, I thought you could only have one spirit at a time.
Normally you can.
I'm the dungeon master. You will do as you are told.
Maybe
I
I'm
can
There's
get
breaking
actually
it.
anything.
an edge that will let you have more than one, but I thought it was not. Oh no, yeah, no. There's an edge that'll let you have more than one.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
believe.
there could be a guy we can't see who's doing these spells.
Indeed. Beulah is unshaken. I thought there was an edge that you had more than one, but I couldn't remember for certain, so I was just putting 2 on the map to make it interesting.
Oh, Fantasy Grounds just crashed on me.
Well, mine's a bit glitchy today, that's for sure.
He says Buell is unshaken. He didn't unshake. I thought that was something was weird.
So it's my turn, right?
It is your turn, because you used a card to jump up the tracker. Okay, yep, no problem. Move to there. That's a hit with a raise. Don't worry, it's only 12 seconds since you realised this place was exploding in 30 seconds, so you've still got some time to escape.
So he needs to make a vigor roll, but does he do it like at a bigger disadvantage?
Why does everyone keep calling Stray he? It's a she. Yeah, you got the raise, so we'll most certainly be at -2. She attempts her vigor roll.
It's always at -2, though.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, yes, it's always at -2. I think the idea of a shot club is it's always as if you've got a raise, regardless of whether you get a raise or not. So it's unfortunate that getting such a good roll with the shot club doesn't do anything. Stray resists the stunning attack, I'm afraid. Pow pow.
Shush.
It's okay, you'll get free attack on her in a minute. Pow pow.
Pow. Well, Pow is going to cast Entangle with a large area effect,
Okay.
and he's going to give them a level of fatigue
Mm-hmm.
and a level of hinder as well for 7 power points.
Okie dokie. Now you can't. It's really weird. I'm definitely getting confused between the two. Oh yes, you can. You can. I didn't know if you wanted to make it strong or not as well.
Yeah, we're going to make it strong as well.
Because that's one thing I know. Yeah, because everything's subtly different to the Pathfinder versions. I keep getting confused, but the Pathfinder ones, you know, the party's never remembering to make them their binds harder. So I'm finding it easy to cut through them. It's quite fun. Anyway, okay, so that's quite a lot of power points. Go for it.
Yep, quite a lot of power points.
Also, your protection powers are about to expire as well, so you're gonna have to spend a penny just to maintain those, and then you.
So I have to basically roll and then spend power point.
Basically.
Oh, bugger to you.
Welcome, Goswell.
Okay, so you get some roll back, and then instead of a rolling, automatically see the roll. I see, it's kind of like that, is it? So you're automatically acing it. Okay, so spend your power points. You need to... Okay, so first things first, you automatically get your power points back, but then it costs 4 of your power points. It costs you 4 power points because you've got to do the maintaining first. So you are going to have to spend...
Yeah, the maintaining, and then that leaves 11 left.
Yes.
So,
and then how many power points did you have to spend?
Well, it depends. I was thinking about shorting the spell, you see.
Yeah, you have to declare that before you roll it, but obviously you can.
I know, but I didn't roll. I was going to drop it.
I know.
Look, I automatically succeeded. Sure.
Shorting of that card's very interesting, isn't it? Actually. How many can you short? How many can you short by? I mean, technically speaking, there's nothing stopping you to doing that. By the way, so.
Well, you get -1 on the roll for every power point you're under, isn't it?
Yeah. So how many are you under?
So I could say something like, "Oh, I'll take -5 on the roll." Oh, look, I succeeded.
You may cast a few power points than it requires by increasing the difficulty. For every power point a character will short suffers a -1 penalty to the roll, casting a -3 points. Okay, so shorting is risky. If you fail, it's considered a critical failure, so that's not a problem. So basically, you want to short by 5 power points, and then you spend and I don't have a problem with that because obviously a card's a one-shot use. So if you want to short by 5 power points, or even if you want to be cheeky and short by all but 1 power point, because you've got to spend at least 1 power point, you can get away with that. So anyway,
well, that case we'll spend 1 power point. Yeah, so four to maintain, 1 to cast the spell, and they get hit with a lot.
They get hit with a lot. Yep. I don't really have a problem with that because that's the whole point of the adventure cards is they are meant to break the rules. So you know damn well what you're going to do. So you bluff it all out saying you're going to do everything first. Okay, so Orchidus is bound because you got the raise. They're automatically bound on a raise. So Orchidus is bound.
So
Stray is bound. I will increase the hardness up to 7 and everything else in a minute.
Yeah. So they're bound. They've got strong bound. They're hindered, and the
And they're
They've
also
got a reduced
fatigued.
fatigued as well, so they get -1 and all those.
Stray is fatigued. Orchidus is
I'm hoping with a -1 on the rolls,
fatigued.
they'll be hard to breaking it.
Okay. He is pace -2. My fancy grounds is really sulking with this fight, I have to be honest. It's going to be interesting. Pace -2, and he's hindered. Okay.
Run.
It's really slow today. Anything to do with effects is really slowing down the combat tracker, I've noticed. Where's Adari? There. Have to make sure. Okay, so that's Pow done. So Stray is now completely buggered. So it's right. Toughness should be 7 to break free as well. So she's going to try and use athletics to escape. She must still have someone targeted. Okay, so on a 10, even with the fatigue and the bound bonus, she completely escapes from being entangled. However, that's a full round action, escaping from being bound. That brings us to Aki.
Who's going to step out?
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot him.
Go for it. Warning, you now have 3 combat rounds to meet minimum safe distance.
That's terrible and I have to Benny it.
Oh, right, okay, this is just...
You hit twice. Okay, you shake Adari. Sorry, you shake Orchidas, I should say. And you shake Adari. So I was right after all when you said you shake him earlier. That was 2 inches, 3 inches of movement to get you to there. Right, you got the security guard next. What are you doing with security guard number 4, who is no longer prone?
He's coming down here and he's going to shoot.
Go for it. Do you need the character sheet again?
Yeah, I've got it. It's right.
You're shooting the orc. Yep. Go for it. I don't need to target. You've done the targeting for me here. Oh, that's a miss.
Terrible. Terrible shot.
And Merlin.
Okay, Merlin believes.
How long have we got till the building blows up? 30 seconds.
5. Yeah, when we hit combat round 5, then I'm going to start blowing bits up.
Merlin thinks that between Beulah and Aki, they've got that center part covered. So he is going to come around this direction.
Okay, I shall accept your move when you get to there, just so you can see round the corner, as it were. You've got another 6 inches of movement.
I will run to there. Oops, right.
You've got another 2 after that.
And go to there. And that works. And I will... Oh, hello, Nexus. I will summon a fire elemental.
Ooh. Go for it.
So I need 2 plus... Where's my book? Come here, book. To stop that. Two plus 1 plus 2. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go for all of it. So I will summon for 5 power points.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to have to go into the library and go for spirits. I think I should split the elementals and spirits up in hindsight. So you're going for
Agile and powerful.
an agile and powerful fire elemental. Sounds good to me. Let's give you an agile and powerful fire elemental, which summons there. That one looks quite agile and powerful to me. And okay, I do believe you can summon it within range of your smarts, can't you?
Yeah, I want to summon him right there.
There you go.
And then he will move to here and multi-attack to attack both of them.
Be my guest. So he's attacking the Storm Elemental and Gandalf's. Go for it.
Yeah, trying to get, there we go. Fiery touch.
Oops, sorry, let's make him visible on the combat tracker. That would help.
Not letting me roll the attack.
Okay, that's interesting. I wonder why. Okay. Hey, I'm having real fun and games with picking stuff up today. I think my mouse is off. I'll have to take 2 off manually for each of those. For the multi-attack. So, let me see. Okay. Merlin. No, that's you. I can't see I've lost Gandalf's on the map. Where's Gandalf's? I'm having real fun and games. Okay, Gandalf's. I'm afraid because of the multi-attack, they'll both just miss.
Okay.
Yeah, spirits are terrible thing.
Yeah, no. Mostly, I just wanted to engage them so that they wouldn't be able to just walk away.
No, that's absolutely fine.
And then my damage field will trigger against both of them.
Oh, what has it got a damage field? Is it?
Yes, it does.
That's lovely. I love it.
Another moo-ha-ha moment.
That was really cool. I like it. Yeah. Because that's automatic damage, your damage field, isn't it?
It is.
So the Storm Spirit and Gandalf's are both shaken by the Fire Elemental's damage field kicking in.
This wave of heat pouring over it. The security guard is going to run. He likes the idea of being out of here.
Okay, let me do a run for you. There you go.
So he gets to move 12 as well. So he is going to step around. He'll stay behind Merlin.
Mm-hmm.
And he will go ahead and take a shot at Nexus since it looks like he can see him.
It does look like you can see Nexus. Because Nexus is making the habit of just popping his head round the door a lot to see what's going on. So the security guard could just take a shot when he does so.
And he misses.
He does indeed. That brings us to Gandalf's. Let's see what Gandalf's can do. Oh dear me. What on earth happened there?
An awful lot of dice.
An awful lot of dice. I think what happened is my game froze, so I clicked. I did the game froze, so you clicked and then I clicked at the same, but it didn't register both until much later. Okay, so Gandalf's recovers from being shaken. Adari doesn't recover, regardless of what it says later on. So Gandalf's is going to back away from the fire elemental, which means the fire elemental will get a free attack on him, won't it? With its fiery touch, missing. Gandalf is not happy by this at all and is basically going to cast magic missile of his own. Well, that's the damage. Maybe I should roll to hit first. So that's a miss. And Adari remains shaken and will therefore basically just duck around into cover. That brings us to Nexus, who is going to... What's Nexus going to do? Nexus is going to step out.
Atari's entangled.
Oh, sorry, he is. Then he's not moving at all. I apologise. I shall give everyone bennies because I'm a cheating sod. Next is going to try and return the favour and shoot the security guard, but miss. You now...
All security guards, man. Why is everyone going for security guards?
Because targeting NPCs means I don't risk killing players. You now have 18 seconds to reach minimum safe distance. Pop out.
Pow is haggle difficulty.
Is it my imagination? Is no, the Desert Spirit's just very fadey.
You look it up to see if big this is going to be. Medium burst template. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, get some more.
Right, let's run.
Wait, you can be selective and not target yourself.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
No, we're going to throw a fragmentation grenade.
Okay.
Let's hope this doesn't scatter.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Doesn't go for a total party kill. Oh, he catches me at a range.
It hits with a raise, so you get to turn on the raise damage as you get to damage Orkidas, Stray, and Adari with a raise. So turn on your raise damage before you roll the frag damage, please.
Oh, yeah, I got it right. Oh, and it's aced twice, 3 times.
I think you just broke my fancy. Okay, so Stray's taken. Jeepers creepers! It's just realised it's hit all 4 of them. Okay, well obviously they all
it's
take
a heavy
forwards.
weapon as well.
Okay, so Orchidus, I can see here. He's going to attempt to spend a Benny to soak that.
Yeah, I saved the grades for emergencies. I thought this would be an emergency. But...
Okay, so that's 2 wounds on Orchidus. So he's in a bad way. So he's got busted guts. Which for a melee guy could be, well, actually he tends to shoot people, so that's not so bad. Adari the dwarf's got a few bennies left, so let's spend a few of his bennies, see what we can do. Anything on to do it with effects is really I'll spend one more of his bennies. There we go. Okay, so he soaks 2 of them, but still takes 2 wounds, and he is now only got 1 arm.
It blew his arm off.
You blew the dwarf's arm off. Okay, and then Stray, she only has 1 Benny left. So I'm going to have to spend the last of her bennies takes 10, takes 2 wounds, and
Hopefully, the
you bust. No, that will affect her because she is the melee one. You bust her guts. So she's -1d on damage. Which means
I like the look of that little thing there. I'm going to do exactly the same thing, I think.
right, that's me. I've pulled all the stops today.
that was a very loud bang, wasn't it?
I'm going to throw a grenade in exactly the same spot.
Okay, hang on a second. Be my guest.
Am I targeting them? Yes.
Yeah. Just put a crate. I just thought I'd put some damage in.
I'm going to Benny that because it's shit.
Okay, that's accurate, so it lands.
That was better. Right, so one of them's going to die.
Yeah.
I've got a Benny if it does that kind of rubbish damage as well. Oh, there's a wound. That's all right. Wound is good. Okay.
Okay, well, that's only on Orchidas, so you get to roll twice more. I don't know why it's decided for you it's going to roll separately and for... But I don't care, so I have a rule. If Fancy Grounds wants to be dickish about things, it can be dickish about things. No, it seems to be only damaging Orchidas. Okay. I'm just going to apply 8 wounds to everyone. It'd be easier that way. Okay, so... let me see. You hit Orchidas for 8 points of damage. He has a Benny left, so let's do that. Which he fails to soak, so he takes another wound.
Nice.
Interesting, it didn't treat it as heavy damage. I suppose they've already taken heavy damage from it. Stray is hit for heavy damage. Let's turn on heavy. Let's make sure it is set heavy weapon. There we are. No, not heavy armor. Heavy weapon. There we go. That's another wound on Stray because I can't do anything about the wound on Stray. It would appear that basically it's interesting. It's not rolling the heavy damage this time. Eight points of damage. Okay, that's sorted. So that's a second grenade goes off.
The grenade appears, isn't it?
The security guard number 4.
He's gonna shoot someone.
Go for it, security guard number 4. Shoot someone. That's a hit with a raise on Orchidas.
Merlin, where's this coming from? This is awesome sauce. We need this.
Yes.
That's another wound on Orchidas, and Orchidas is going down.
He's going to run for the door. Start going in that direction anyway.
My combat tracker is really sulking today. I wonder if I've still got invisible monsters on it. Did I tell you about that? I had 15 invisible goblins in my Pathfinder combat tracker, which is why every time I was being told random people were getting jokers that weren't on the combat tracker, I had 15 invisible goblins. Which is quite strange. Okay, Gandalf's. I think Gandalf's is basically. Nope, I'm afraid he actually made it. It's only a desert spirit, so Gandalf's is basically going to make an athletics roll. That's accurate.
Yeah, both of your spirits.
Okay, well, he is actually hitting his own guys as well, but he did successfully throw a fragmentation grenade, which lands hitting Pow Pow and Waif. Okay, so basically the Storm Spirit is wounded and will basically be destroyed by the fragmentation grenade. The Desert Spirit is wounded and destroyed by the fragmentation grenade. That leaves us with Waif and Pow Pow. Waif evades the grenade as it explodes with her dexterous capabilities. What about Pow Pow? Will Pow Pow be caught by the frag? Yes, he will.
Oh,
I'm afraid that's it. Pow Pow basically, Pow Pow is hammered.
It's gritty damage.
Yeah. Pow Pow basically gets his Pow Pow gets his part of his leg, a chunk of his leg blown out, and his leg's all mangled up. And until it's healed, he is slowed.
Walks the same speed as me now. What's the problem with that?
And then Gandalf is going to back out the door. Nexus. Nexus is unfortunately also rather, looks like he's more stupid than brave. He's going to move down to this doorway over here and take a shot at Merlin. Missing. And then he will duck into cover, except he won't do it properly. Okay. Dogman's going to... Let's see what Dogman's up to. One of his spirits is gone, so... No, Dogman's off. Dogman's running. He doesn't like these odds. That brings us to Beulah.
Alright, well, Beulah doesn't know why he's hitting anybody with his goddamn club when he can shoot, so... He will... step off here. Does that give him an opportunity? Actually, you know what? I guess I don't have to, do I? I can do it at close range. There's no penalty, is there?
Shooting someone at close range will actually cause you a problem. Yes, because you had to hit their parry rather than a 4. So backing off, by backing off. Stray's shaken, so she can't attack you for backing off. But then you only need a 4 to hit her, as opposed to. Well, actually, you'll need a 6 to hit her because of deflection, as opposed to needing a 10 to hit her because of deflection and her parry.
Got it. Okay, well, I'm going to... and a called shot has a better roll or no?
Called shots do more damage on a successful hit, or will affect a target depending where you call shot, but do have penalties to aim.
Oh, I forget.
It's like a called shot to head plus 4 damage, but minus 4 to hit.
Oh, I should have gone for the cold shot.
That's a hit. Do you wish to Benny the damage? Stray has 1 wound left. That's it. Stray goes down because I don't have any bennies left to save her. So down she goes. Ooh. Yeah, apply. There we are. Stray goes down. And she is incapacitated. Oh, come on. My combat tracker is really sulking about stuff. Actually, I think I know what's caused the problem, and I'm going to do some experimentation later.
I hit end turn, but I don't see anything.
No, it was because the game was stuck on me. For some reason, the combat track is having a real sulk, and I think I know what's causing it. But
why
I'll
did
play
it
with it.
move me back? I was over here.
Now, for Wave, can I run past the fire elemental because it's a friendly, or do I got to get around it?
You can run past it because you're not. It's one of these interesting quirks of the actual rules because you're not engaging it. You can just pass it. Actually, it's a friendly one anyway.
It goes. The damage field.
Do I run
Goes off the end of this turn.
I can go up to 11, but I run at the door. I run smack into Gandalf, so I'm going to punch him.
Yeah, you had to smack into Gandalf, so you punch him. Yeah, I know I moved it 10, and it was me trying to click at the tick, but it's, you know what I'm like when it comes to those ticks, I always move the bloody token an inch. Okay, you come running into Gandalf and smack him.
Up any of the damage one time. He's a lightweight.
Apart from the protect, yeah, actually, yeah. Why is Gandalf?
But I'm out. And I'm going to scream at him and this, you fools, this place is about to blow up. And I still got that much.
Okay. Merlin.
Okay, Merlin is going to run. There. He still has view on Nexus, so let us. I'm going to shrink Nexus.
Okay.
He needs to make a. No, I just thought that happens. Oh no, unwilling targets opposed by spirit. Well.
But if it, but that's the thing. It says opposed by, which means the better you roll, the harder it is him to resist. It's interesting.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to pick that.
Ooh, yeah.
There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like an 11.
Okay, so this Nexus has got to resist your 11 with his spirit. Where is his spirit? His spirit's there. Oh, you're joking. Oh, nearly, but no. Okay, so you shrink Nexus. So he shrinks down a size.
2 points. I shrink him twice.
Twice. Okay, size -2, strength -2. Brilliant. Size of, yeah, to a maximum size of -2, the size of a cat. He's as big as a cat now.
And now the security guard is going to run.
Okay. Wow, you're good on your running dice today.
Oh yeah, I am all over it. And you know what? Even though Nexus is small, he's still going to shoot Nexus.
Okie dokie. Not on a 1, he's not. We both did the same thing there, but that's okay.
Me either.
Okay, and that brings us to your fast and agile, your agile and powerful fire elemental, I should say, not fast.
Okay, the fire elemental is going to come out here.
What have you done to your mic?
Sorry, yeah, it's a different headset. I forgot to plug my other one in. Sorry.
That's it.
Well, I can hear you better now. It's just a bit
I was wondering about that too. I had him cranked up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I was trying to crank him up as well, but it didn't seem to make any difference. So I just thought we know technology can be quirky sometimes. So anyway, your fire elemental's just going to wander over to there. Yeah, out to there. Yeah,
Oh
no
yeah,
problem.
I wasn't complaining. He's just been kicking ass this game, and I wanted to hear what he was doing.
He is, isn't he?
And I will. Let me see. Is he gonna do? Yeah, you know what? He's gonna multi-action again. He's gonna try and smack Gandalf's.
Okay. Smack the Gandalfs.
Still not letting me.
Right in the ghoulies.
I wonder why. I shall do it for you then. I'm going to have to work that one out. I'm going to have a play around with these. They're obviously something a bit funky with them. You know what? It's probably because it... Oh, no, that shouldn't matter. It's an ally. It should work. Okay, well, he's hit Gandalf's. Doing... Shaking Gandalf's. With his fiery touch.
Okay, and then he will flame strike at Nexus.
Which misses rather, because of course Nexus is tiny now.
Yeah, but at least now he's got a reason to run away. Another reason to run away. And that will be our turns.
And then he basically burns Gandalf with his damage field.
Oh, right, forgot that.
And I forgot to soak it, so oh well, hang on. Let's put that back and turn that off, because Gandalf's got bennies. Gandalf's soaks the damage. Beulah is targeted. It's not his go. I got very confused there. Sorry, Beulah. Dari remains shaken. Dari's going to spend his last Benny to unshake. So then he can attempt to break free. He's only got one arm now.
Look at he's only got one arm.
He's only got one arm, and the poor guy, he's just in a bad way. He's not doing very well. Okay, Warning, you now have 6 seconds to reach minimum safe distance. Aki with the Joker. Ooh. And Beulah with the Joker. Actually, it's more than 6 seconds. In 6 seconds time, the critical systems will start overloading. But you're okay at the moment.
Sure we are. I always believe you.
I need to change my dice colour for the explosions.
No, you're fine. What difference does it make? You've got them hidden anyway, so we don't see them.
No, but when I start doing this, you see, I want you to see that.
Oh, dear Lord.
I only got them hidden because the tower doesn't work with... fast tests doesn't work with the tower. So I like showing dice, but hiding dice makes life easier, and I forgot to turn it back on. So I should turn it.
I'm just...
I know.
As another DM, there are things I notice, and I pick up different stuff, right?
Yeah. So what are you up to, Mr. Aki, sir? Or are you going on hold because you have a Joker and can interrupt at any time?
I don't hear him either.
I don't. I'm going to put him on hold on the assumption that he's away. Beulah.
All right, well, Beulah's going to shoot.
The poor bound one-armed dwarf.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Screw
I like the way the dice lazily rolled onto the 6 there. Okay, you hit with a raise.
I saw that too.
That shakes him.
I'm a back. Let him finish.
You should have had the raised dice on that as well. Hold up. So that was 11 again. But yeah, spend it by all means. Spend again. No. Best you're getting shaky again, it would appear. Unless you're spending your last penny on it.
Nope.
No. Okay.
I'll stay on hold for now, I think.
And then I'm going to roll my run dice and get the hell out.
Technically, you can't roll your run dice after you've acted because, of course, running would apply a penalty to the actions you've already committed. However, you can move.
Oh,
You can, however, move 8 inches anyway. Because you only rolled a 1 on your run anyway, so that doesn't matter. Okay.
I thought I was being sneaky.
Yeah, alas. Pow Pow unshakes. He's got a big chunk of his leg missing.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a pushy about that and shape changing like that, but that was in people speed buttons. But I think we've got to take down that guy there first.
You'll have to run to move that far.
Oh, you pay pants, right?
You've got a pace of 4 at the moment. 1 wound and one minus 1 pace. Your base pace is 4 at the moment.
Yeah, we'll walk to there and save the shape change for later. Right, just shoot this guy.
You're shooting Gandalfs. You hit Gandalfs.
Yeah.
2 wounds on Gandalf's. He's going to have to spend his second Benny on that. He's going to have to try and spend his last Benny on that. 2 wounds. 1 wound on Gandalf then. Gandalf's, sorry. Gandalf's is next, and he gets to unshake.
It gets me interrupting him as well.
Okay, and there's nothing I can do about that. Because you have the Joker bonus.
So, Adari's tied up and can't do anything.
Indeed.
With one arm.
With one arm.
Just going to run for the door, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah. I managed to disarm him.
You did disarm him. He's harmless now. He's almost harmless, isn't he?
I disarmed him. He's harmless.
And yeah, I'm going to shoot him in the back anyway, Adari, on the floor. I might as well kill him, put him out of his misery. I might miss, but I'll have a go.
Someone's really taking advantage of their rock and roll edge right now.
Oh, yeah, you might as well.
Go for it.
How many times do I get to shoot damage on him?
Twice. Can I say your
Well,
damage
only
rolls
that
truly
first one, that
suck?
was rubbish. I really do. They're like, I'm not going to waste 2 pennies on that. It's better.
Okay, 3 wounds on Adari, who I do believe is out of bennies. Adari is out of bennies, so 3 wounds will put him out of his misery.
Yeah.
And then security guards can also...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Come on.
What was that? 6 and a 4, was it?
I don't know. My fancy grounds is frozen. Delete it. Right, there you go. Yep. As you got security guards got run of 12.
He's in the door too. Right.
Okay. I think I know what the problem is, and I'm going to have a play around with it later. Okay, that means that's the end of you interrupting. Gandalf's is next. I think I'm going to do this. Yep. Kendall's disappears. Right, he literally opens up a hole beneath him and he just drops down into it and the hole closes behind him. Waif.
Just going to tangle
That is
into it.
some weird way on me. I gotta close it. Can you reopen it for me?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I just cost me the whole table. It was acting so weird. I'll be right back in.
That's okay.
Gan left. She's gonna use the. She's gonna throw a shuriken at the cat and then run.
Oh, yeah, Nexus. Yeah, sure. I got thrown there. I thought, cat. Oh, you mean the size of a cat. Combat. You throw a shuriken at the cat man, and we don't need pow. You got a 13, so you hit with a raise. Doing 2 wounds on Nexus, who has got 4 bennies, so he might try and soak that.
And then she'll move as far away from him as she can get.
Okay, Nexus actually, with his cat-like reflexes, manages to escape. In that case, that will get you. Well, technically speaking, you'll go off the map, wouldn't you? So, can you guys see off the edge of the map, or is it put an artificial border around it? Let's find out. Yeah, you can't get off the edge of the map, which is interesting. I shall move you to there. It's interesting, it puts artificial lines around the maps now. But Rafe escapes. So-and-so's definitely going to do the same thing. Nexus is going to do the same thing. He's just going to run away. So that's fine. He'll get stuck on the edge of the map, but that's fine. Dogman is definitely running as well. Which will get him 10, which gets him to there. And then away he goes. So let's get rid of them. I assume, well, I think you're more concerned about getting away than hunting them down for now, so I'm just going to delete them off the tracker because that should speed things up. And that brings us to Merlin.
It looks to me like everybody's either down or gone, so yeah, Merlin's out of here.
Let's turn off line of sight. That might... no reason to keep it on now, everything's gone. Merlin is going to run 9 inches, which gets him to there. Oh, yeah, going to Benny that, which gets you to there.
Oh, of course I am.
Sorry?
I said, of course I am.
That's okay. That brings you to your security guard.
I want out of here. And he's going to follow me. He's just pacing right along with me, isn't he?
He is, isn't he? 11 inches gets him to there. There you go. And your fire elemental. Are you going to...
I'll go ahead and have him follow me out. He won't run, but he will follow me out.
Okay, which gets you to... It gets him... obviously not exactly behind you. You'll have to stop there, otherwise you don't want him too close to you.
Yeah, no, I don't want to cook. No.
Okay, Pow gets everyone bennies.
Pow is
Yeah, round number 5. Excuse me a
Okay.
second.
round number 5. Pow is on the Joker. Who's left?
I'm just going to sort of insert impressive sounding explosive sound effect here. Somewhere deep underground.
Right, he's casting shape change, and he's going to change to raised humour.
Okay, I do have those under your notes. Power shape change, Puma form.
It fits his gummy leg slightly, not much.
Okay, pow. Bang. Ooh, that's much faster. Okay. So that gives you a pace +2. So that means your pace is back up to 6.
Well, I don't hit the run dice, so I'm just going to go through there.
Yeah.
That's
Merlin. You're probably
Yeah. I'm just ditching. We're out of here. Let this place blow up.
Yeah. That's fine. I shall.
I will release my spirit back.
No problem. The security guard is basically dive out of the way and, for all intents and purposes, get to safety, Aki.
That's terrible. I'm gonna re-roll my run dice because that was a crap roll.
Be my guest.
Yeah. Which is exactly how I got to 11. That's it. That's exactly my run. 13 because I've got 2 more.
Yes.
Out the door off.
You've got enhanced pace. Security guard number 4.
It's also gonna belt out.
What is it about everyone rolling the same number for themselves and their NPCs today? Have you noticed this? It's strange. Beulah.
This loyal NPC's keeping up with us.
Yeah. Just thought to make it look dramatic as Beulah's running this wave of flame and destruction behind him. And wave, but I think I just want to see what Pow Pow's run is after all this.
Well, Wave has already got to her scooter and she's the hell out of here.
Yeah.
You guys just up as best you're able.
I just want to see what Pow Pow's run is right now with all his injuries and everything. Okay, so pace 4 with agility +1 and a straight +1 size and pace. Look at that mess for that lot. Wow. Okay.
7 eyes.
Yeah. No, as I say, don't worry. I'm not. That was me just experimenting, just because I was intrigued to see how all the effects would add up. So, well, you successfully have escaped the secure facility. There is as you drive away, there is a small mushroom cloud on the horizon. But yeah.
Back to the ramen bar.
Back to the ramen bar, indeed.
I will attempt to heal my leg.
You can certainly do so while
While we're in the back of the van, yeah.
while you're in the back of the van, indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You successfully heal your leg, which I do believe means that we hit the. I need to check what happened there. I do actually need to. I do need to see what happened to you because it might have been a permanent injury, mightn't it?
No.
It might be quicker to actually check. I forgot they can be permanent, and so I wasn't paying attention at the time.
The effects of gritty damage is not permanent. It's only if you take the gritty damage.
Yeah, good
and
point.
Go
Yep.
incapacitated.
Yeah, that's correct. Thank you very much for correcting me. That's fine. So you undo the damage, or you basically restore the injury to your leg, and let's pop you guys. You have returned. You find yourself back on 64th Street.
Noodles all round.
But we succeed because we didn't get what she wanted. The place was already rigged.
but we're still hungry.
I plan on telling her that we were the second of 3 groups that were there to steal this information. So
she is, in fact, waiting at the bar when you come back. Not because she's necessarily expecting you, for the record. I forgot to mention she basically would, the agreement was she'd come by each night at a set time, as it were, and if you arrived with the sample, she'd be waiting. So as you come back, all looking a little mucky and a little blood caked and everything else, she assumes you've come back from the run. And says, looks up and asks, "Did you get it?"
No. And the whole place is gone now because, as someone said, we were like the second of 3 groups that were in there, and somebody rigged it to blow before we got there. We barely made it out.
She looks quite. She looks quite crestfallen at this, but at the same time does seem genuinely concerned for your well-being, and it's like, oh, I am so sorry. I had no reason to believe other teams would be after such a perceived low importance piece of technology. Well,
Looks like there were at least 3 teams, including us.
Indeed, this is most disturbing that other people had. It would appear that the information broker that sold us this technology, despite assurances he hadn't done so, had obviously sold to other third parties. I may have another job for you, well, in the future if I believe that he needs a discussion with. In the meantime, however, I do deeply apologise for the fact that I sent you into more harm than we previously agreed on, and I genuinely believe, from your reputation and your general appearance, that you did most assuredly endeavour to achieve the goal. So, in a spirit of goodwill and everything else, I am allowed and authorised to pay you half the agreed fee for a failed mission. Although obviously this is not something that we aspire to, but as I say, I want to forge a good foundation of trust, and obviously, hopefully, next time when I have a job for you, that you won't look disfavourably upon us. So she transfers the money over and says, "That said, of course, if you do find any leads or any information on the petrochem compound and are able to retrieve it, remaining payment with bonus would be paid to you. Likewise, if I hear any more, if I have needed you, I hope I can call upon you again, and I do apologise for any unnecessary inconvenience running into other groups caused on what should have been a straightforward run." And she says, "Thank you very much," and starts walking back to her vehicle.
yes, and if you do need a discussion with this information broker, please let us know. I am very interested in having a discussion with him as well.
Well, indeed. He goes by the name of Neo One, if you wish to find him yourself. We would be quite interested in having a chat with him.
Is Morpheus there too?
No. It's like most of these things. People, it's like, like all these runner people. They think they're being clever. So someone calling himself Neo One, he thinks he's obviously clever, and obviously it's a bit sad. And he's definitely influenced by the Matrix, which of course, why wouldn't they be when they're living it? But she nods and says, "Indeed, the ability to have a contemporary time discussion with him would result in bonus. However, if unfortunately we just have to have transcripts of a historical discussion, a payment will still be made." She smiles, hoping you got the gist there, and walks away. He's basically dead or alive, but bonus if alive.
Excellent. Well, that
Well-
was a good one.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Thanks very much, guys. I think that's a good place to leave that one. And
That was a blast.
literally,
Thank you very much.
Merlin,
That's
yeah,
good.
literally.
I'm definitely going to have a play around with the settings. I think the fun and games. The reason the combat tracker was slow glitchy on that one was when I decided that I'd create a net running group to go up against you. I cloned your characters, so you were basically fighting yourselves.
Oh, there you go.
And I suspect the extra information that you've obviously all got in your character sheets, and possibly the advances tab information, does funny things on the combat tracker for NPCs, because of course, you know what I mean, the NPC shouldn't have all that extra code. So I'll have a play around with that. So that might be the only fun and games. But hope you enjoyed that one.
And then just a heads up, I have a family commitment next week, so I will not be joining the group, unfortunately.
That's okay. These, real life does do these annoying things. But thank you for the heads up. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And
that was a lot of fun. Thank you. That was a great one. So thanks a lot, and talk to you soon.
see you later.
And you guys will wonder about trusting Waif in the future, because she was like the first one out of there. You guys are on your own.
Well, this is it. So, what we got? Tuesday we got we're back to Pathfinder. Saturday I've got Saturday off. Woohoo! We've got to get the next facing ready. And we've got Sprawlrunners next Sunday, so that should be good. But in the meantime.